Okay, Sam, Euphoria Season 3, we need to come up with the best season of Euphoria that people have ever seen. Something that they're gonna remember forever, okay? So what do you think? Come on, give me something. Sydney Sweeney. What? Look, let's just put Sydney Sweeney in like all the episodes and all the scenes, and she'll just be doing her thing, you know, like her Sydney Sweeney thing, you know, and watch the ratings go up, trust. Okay, but Sam, you do realize that we need like a plot overall, right? Like what about her boyfriend Nate? What should we do with him? Right, Nate Jacobs. Okay, well listen, man, we can barely afford Jacob Elordi as it is, you know what I mean? Because he's doing projects that are way more better than Euphoria, and his rate went up like 5 times. Okay, so why don't we just make him a character who's like in debt, who owes somebody money, and we'll just write him off. You know, we'll go the safe route, you know, because I'm gonna be honest, man, our budget is not budgeting like I used to. You know what I mean? So let's just do that. But Sydney Sweeney though. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Jacob Elordi's rates have gone up. Okay, let's do that. But why do you keep bringing up Sydney Sweeney? Like, what even is gonna be her plot? Right, she needs a plot. Okay, let's see here. Oh, what about that site that people are going on nowadays, where you could just, you know that site what I'm talking about, where people can just go on there and do, you know what? It's like only. Okay, wait, hold on, Sam. No, we're not doing that. No, what are you talking about? Why not? Come on, man. That would be like the most perfect plot for her. You know what I mean? We'll just have her doing her scenes throughout the whole season, and I'm telling you right now, the ratings will go up. You know what I mean? So are you in on this, or is it just me? It's just me? Well, you. Come on, man. You back me up here, man. What is wrong with you? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with this show already. No. Look. Fine. We'll give her the plot, okay? For some weird reason. Okay, now let's move on to Rue. We need to do something with Rue because she's had like a rough upbringing. You know how it is with Rue. Let's finally give her a win. What should we do for her plot? Right, Rue. Okay. Our main character. All right. Let's Yeah. Why don't we go back to Sydney Sweeney? Welcome back to the videos. For today, unfortunately, we are going to be talking about the most controversial show of the year. Well, not really show. Well, it kind of is, but more controversial season of the year, and that is none other than Young Sheldon. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking. No, I'm just playing. We're not gonna be talking about that. To be honest, I've never even seen a single episode of Young Sheldon, let alone The Big Bang Theory. Is that even a good show? Okay, anyway, today we're gonna be talking about none other than Euphoria. No one. No. Good answer. Guys, what the actual flying are we doing in this season of Euphoria? Now listen, I've dabbled into Euphoria, right? I've seen the first 2 seasons, okay? Now listen. Before y'all come at me and be like, yo, Luis, well, why are you talking bad about Euphoria if you've seen Euphoria? Now listen, chill out, bro. Let me get to that. Damn. In all seriousness though, Euphoria season 1 had pretty good cinematography. I'm not gonna lie. Like they nailed the cinematography to a T. Now the storyline, on the other hand, it was a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually really weird. Like, Sam, what are we doing, bro? Why are we having them in high school, big dog? Like, why can't lil dog? I'm gonna take that back, lil dog, homie. Why can't we have it based in like college? You know, that's a little better in my opinion. A lot better. But that's not what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be talking about the last season. At least that's what we think, you know, because there's speculations that there's gonna be another season. Like, guys, we do not need another season of this. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now listen, I was actually pretty excited. Yeah, I was pretty excited for season 3 of Euphoria when they announced it. I was like, okay, you know, the first 2 seasons they weren't too bad, so I was like, okay, you know, I'm excited to see what they cook up this season. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when I was left with the utter and utmost disappointment, not only with the show, but with my life. Guys, hear me out. If you guys are wondering if you should even watch season 3 after watching season 1 and 2, because, you know, life gets in the way. Not everybody has time to just crank out a show. You know what I mean? Their episodes are pretty long. They're about like an hour, damn near movies every episode. You know what I mean? So if you're wondering if you should even dabble into season 3 after watching seasons 1 and 2, no. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it about. No. Hey, yo, Bryson. Appreciate that, bro. No, but yeah, for real. Like my boy Bryson said, don't. Like, for real, don't. Unless you're actually really curious and want to see what it's about.
Hey, I warned you, bro. That's all. I warned you, you know what I'm saying?
So we start season 3 off by Rue. Okay, wait. Hold on. Before I continue, I gotta say, there's gonna be spoilers. There's gonna be spoilers. You know what I mean? So if you guys don't want to hear spoilers, well, Yeah, you know, it probably doesn't even matter because a lot of you guys watching this probably don't even watch Euphoria. So honestly, it's okay. It's okay. It's chilling. It's all good. Anyway, so we start season 3 with Rue. Basically, she's in debt. Yeah, she's like, what, 100K, 100 bands in debt with some lady who talks like this.
You owe me money.
You could be taking her order at like Wendy's and she'll be like, yeah, let me get a 4 for 4. Extra large fries. Like, she's so monotone. Low-key, it's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of hard. Anyway, basically, Rue is working for this lady who sells the good. Okay, well, not even the good. The bad. If you know what I mean. So Rue is trying to find a way out of this. You know what I mean? Because she's in debt. She's like, man, I don't want to do this. I'm not trying to do this right now. You feel me? Until she meets this guy. So let me tell you guys about lmao. lmao, he runs a strip club. Yeah, no, like literally. So Rue goes over there one day to do a little deal, if you know what I mean. And she tells him, she's like, yo, bro, I'm trying to come work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's trying to get out of that life and try to go into something a little more societably acceptable. Is that how you say it? Societably acceptable. No, it's not how you say it. Socially acceptable. Right? So when Rue tells lmao that she's like, hey, bro, listen, I'm trying to come see what's good with you, she also lets him know that she's in debt. And then he's like, all right, but I got you. Okay, I got you. Now look, it wasn't that easy, right? There was a lot more that led to him being like, okay, I got you, because Rue was like some random girl that he knows. He's not just gonna be like, all right, I got you. You know what I mean? No, it was a lot more. Okay, now this is where the twist happens. Okay, so Rue, she was trying to get out of that lifestyle. You know what I mean? With you know, getting the bad out there. Get.
Why the freak do I sound like Quagmire?
Basically, she was just trying to get out of that lifestyle, you know, just kind of selling the stuff that she was supposed to be doing. However, okay, first of all, this is how we started the season, y'all. Like this. No joke. My girl Rue was literally on the border, like dead ass on the border. Okay, side note again, do you guys know those chips? Who named these chips? Who gave the A-OK to name those chips on the border? Like, who? Okay, anyway. So like I said, this is where the twist happens, right? So Rue thought she was getting out of that lifestyle, you know what I mean? However, it's Rue. You owe me money.
You owe me money.
No, literally, Rue. If you know Euphoria, you know Rue is prone to make bad, horrible decisions in her life. Yeah, I mean, is it her fault, really? I don't know. Did society fail her? I don't know. But she makes really bad decisions. And this, working with this guy was, yeah, it was another bad decision. I'm not gonna lie. It was a horrible decision. So she came to find out that he also was in the bad business. You know what I'm saying? Like getting.
Oh my God. Yes. I'm sorry.
He was also selling the bad, basically. But not only that, he was also selling people. Yeah. No, seriously. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not good. It's even worse than what she was doing. You know what I mean? So now Rue was in a deeper hole. But believe it or not, that's not the actual main plot of the story. No. I mean, it kind of is, but in reality, it's not. Because you want to know what is? Swidney Sweeney.
Yes.
And that's where the season started going downhill, at least for me, or at least half of the people who watch this show. So as you saw in the intro, she's basically engaged to Nate, right? Her high school boyfriend. And Nate, he's in debt, man. It's a whole ordeal with him. But basically, she tries to figure out how to make some bread. So she does OF. No, literally, she actually does that. That's an actual character plot in a show in today's society. No joke. And it gets to the point where it's just like, what is happening? Like there's this, oh my, bro. There's this whole like 15-minute scene in this like one episode. Like, I'll pop up a picture right here. Like, this is an actual shot and an actual still image from the show. Guys, this is when I completely lost interest in this show and had like no respect for it anymore. No joke. My enjoyment for the show literally plummeted after I seen this giant Sydney Sweeney like running through Godzilla. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, y'all. It literally got so bad to the point where I was like, I had to really come to a realization and be like,
what am I watching? You owe me money.
So yeah, that's pretty much the whole season 3 summarized up until this point in a nutshell. Yeah, it's pretty much all that. Now you guys may be wondering, hey Luis, if you think it's so bad,
why are you watching it?
Well, yeah, what? So the reason I'm watching it, like, listen, guys, it's psych. I actually stopped watching the show. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I literally stopped watching the show. Now that is pretty rare for me, you guys, because I love TV shows. I love film. I have never in my life literally stopped watching a show because it was so bad. So yeah, I just stopped watching the show. And the only way I'm getting like updates on this show is basically like online, like threads. Like people are saying stuff like this. And to be honest, y'all, it actually makes me feel a lot better that I'm not the only one in this boat. Like there's other people who are out here thinking like the same thing, you know what I mean? So I'm so glad people are realizing that this is actually pretty buns. Like for real. Based on what I've seen online, what recently happened was wait, hold on. I just gotta say this, okay? Because if you're actually an enjoyer, Euphoria enjoyer, this is a spoiler. This is a spoiler. I repeat. This is a spoiler of what happens to Nate Jacobs. Okay, I warned you. Spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1, Nate. So a quick recap of Nate Jacobs' life in this new season. Like they're all adults now. He was pretty much in debt.
You owe me money.
Like he was trying to start like this company and was taking out a bunch of loans from investors, and he took the one loan from the wrong guy. Like for real, he took a loan from the wrong guy, from the wrong investor. Nate didn't pay him back, and Cassie asked him, or Sydney Sweeney, she asked him, "Hey Nate, how much debt are you in? Like 20K?" Nah. My boy said,
A milli.
A milli vanilli, man. My boy Nate was in debt a milli vanilli. So basically what happened then is they had a whole wedding. You know, Nate was like, okay, it's cool. You know, I'll pay him back one day. That day was their wedding day. Yeah, no, he dead ass showed up to the wedding, told him in front of his whole family and friends, like, yo, you gotta give my money, bruh. So then at the end of that, he was at his house after they got married. You know, it's supposed to be the beautiful day of your life, right? The most happiest day of your life. No, Nate ended up getting his finger just cut off, and yeah, that was his warning. And then it went by and he got another finger. Oh, actually, no, it was like a thumb. No, not even a thumb. It was his toe. Yeah, no, they took his toe. And it got so bad to the point where Nate, I don't even think he paid them anything. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think he paid them anything. So they got really mad, and well, they That's not funny. This is not funny. Well, it's kind of funny. Okay, I don't know. What do you guys think? But they basically put him in a coffin. In the beach, like in the sand, all the way like deep in there. But it's not as bad as it sounds, because they gave him like some breathing, you know. They put a tube in the coffin area, like there's a circle and there's a tube up so he can breathe, right? So they were kind of generous. So he was like, okay, maybe this is like, all right, this is a warning, okay, I got it, haha, joke's funny, it's a prank, it was a prank, right? No, that was Nate's final day. You know, the scene was actually pretty interesting. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna lie. I've just seen like clips on TikTok and threads about it. But basically, they put a whole snake down the tube. Right, here's the tube. Pause. Hold up. They put the snake down the tube, and yeah, that's the end of Nate Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. It was a good run. You know what I mean? It was a good run. But that's how he goes out in the show. What a storyline. You know, it's pretty funny because this whole season, people were like hating on Nate Jacobs' character. They were like, he's pointless, he's useless. If I find some things on threads or online, I'll put it right here. If not, then it'll just be empty, or I'll just put a picture of something else. I don't know. But yeah, basically, people were hating on him so bad. Up until, what, like 2 episodes ago or an episode ago, where the unfortunate circumstances happened to him with the snake. Yeah, no, now ever since he's been like written off the show, what is write him off? People are saying stuff like this, and if I find something online that says that, it'll say right here. If not, I'll put a picture of something else. They're loving him now. They love Nate. They're like, fly high, Nate. I literally get TikToks now of stuff like this. So in a way, people can't even make up their minds on who they like or who they don't like. I mean, that's just how it is in this generation. You know what I mean? People don't know what they want. Hey, but there is one character in the show, I'm not gonna lie, who's doing her big one, and you know, she's pretty unproblematic from what I've seen. You know, from the episodes I've seen, because I said I stopped watching, so I don't really know what went down with her. I know some shit was gonna go down with her in these future episodes, but from what I've seen, shout out Maddie, bruh. Shout out Maddie, for real. She was really locked in on this season, y'all. She's doing her thing. She's cooking. She's the only one who I'm like, okay, she's a pretty cool character. You know, I vibe with her, for real. So apparently the final episode of Euphoria is gonna be this weekend. So I'm talking about Euphoria is gonna be done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Maybe, because like I said, people have been saying that it's like, it says it's a season finale, not a show finale. Isn't there like a different word? I don't know. Either way, am I gonna watch it?
No.
Am I gonna see what people say online about it and find out what happens at the end of the show based on what people say online?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically a quick recap of season 3 so far of Euphoria. Now, do I recommend you watch it?
No.
Is it your life and you can do whatever you want with it?
Yes.
So do with that as you will, but I will say, I warned you. I warned you. Alright guys, that's gonna be the video for today. If you guys did enjoy it, really mean a lot to me if you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you guys don't miss out on any of my future videos, and also drop a like if you enjoyed today's video. I also want to know, what do you guys think about Euphoria season 3? Because if you guys are watching it right now and you do like it, please put it down in the comments down below, because I know there are some people who actually like the show. And hey, you know what? I'm not one to judge. If you like Euphoria, you like Euphoria. You know what I mean? Like there's people who like certain shows that I don't like, and there's shows that I like that other people don't like. So it's completely okay. You know what I mean? But I just want to know, if you do like this season 3, let me know why in the comments down below, because I'm not gonna judge. I'm just curious to see why. Real quick, I just want to say thank you guys all so much for the love and support recently. We just hit 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is wild as hell. I ain't gonna lie, that is super wild. So thank you guys so much for all the love on the shorts, on the long form content, on this type of videos. You know what I mean? Because you know, you guys have been showing me so much love, and I really appreciate that. Like the last video I posted where I reacted to my first TikTok, that one did pretty well, and a lot of you guys seem to enjoy that. So I'm thinking of doing another one. Low key, it's probably gonna be the next video you see from me, where I react to some more TikToks or my TikToks. I don't know, but either way, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. It really means a lot, honestly, you guys. So thank you. I appreciate you guys locking in with the L. Hey, don't forget, lock in with the L, man. You already know what's up. I hope you guys all have a great day today, and I will catch you guys in the next one.